Hey guys, and welcome to a game of Napoleon Total War. One of my first Napoleon Total War battles. Have had this game for a while, but haven't really ever played online. But anyway,
Yes, sir.
today I am playing as the Prussians, and my opponent over there is playing as the French. We are playing here on the pyramid map. You can obviously see the pyramids off in the distance over there. Got the Nile over on our left. But anyway, my army consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of line infantry, some elite, some not, troops. I have 4 units of the Silesian skirmishers. They have pretty excellent range, and I have 4 units of the crosshair cavalry units. They're heavy cavalry. Anyway, my opponent, the French. Oh, I have this 6-pounder horse artillery. My opponent has 2 units of this. Well, it's a fancy name for artillery. It's one of the best one of the best artillery pieces in the game. Only usable by the French. He has 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 3 units of cavalry. These guys, they do have muskets, or no, not these guys, I'm sorry. These guys right here have muskets, so they'll be able to fire actually at my guys, also be able to charge. He has quite a few units of these of line infantry along here, and he does have a few skirmishers, but at the time they're hidden. So anyway, the battle opens off, and my opponent shoots at my guys, my cavalry with his cannons. You can see my little horsey running by without his dude. And I got a little pissed off in the game because my opponent was just bombarding me with cavalry. But which made me, I had to come in because my 6-pounder was no match against both his artillery units. So anyway, this cavalry engagement, I think he's just going to charge right into me. So I send my cavalry in to charge in, but unbeknownst to me, they have muskets, and they just they rip apart my guys. But I give pursuit, and it's not. I mean, I get a few of his units, but it's not overly successful to say. And then he brings in his other just more regular heavy cavalry, and this is the first engagement of the game. He pulls his cavalry back, and I try to bring back whatever's left of my cavalry, but it just was not working out today, so they're there to fight.
Our men are running, sir.
And as you can see, they are running. They are retreating the might of the French cavalry. So in the beginning, I was already at a disadvantage, unfortunately. Didn't plan it that way, but that's how it turned out. So anyway, I'm moving my army up, mostly because he's just bombarding me with his artillery right here, and I mean, I really don't have much of a choice. I mean, look at all the people he just plowed over. Luckily, they're not all dead. They're getting back up, but a few of them did die, which is unfortunate and simply annoying. I find it extremely annoying when you're just getting bombarded by artillery, but my opponent spawned close to the hill, so he took the advantage and made the best of it. My skirmishers started firing on his cavalry. They got a little too close. I managed to knock out a few of his guys, but he retreats back up to his stronghold on the hill. So I begin to move my guys. I tried to move them a little. I knew I wouldn't get out of range of his artillery, but I just want to move him a little far away where the terrain would favor him missing more than a dead-on shot. And then the entire time, my 6-pounder artillery, horse-drawn, is firing away over here, but they weren't overly effective due to my poor positioning and just the fact that they're 6-pounders. I didn't expect too much out of them, so they did the best they could. So, like I said, he's bombarding me with his artillery, and we are now getting our troops in the line for battle. These my guys go to shoot right here, which I never understood, but they just shoot right in the ground. You know, you'd think the AI would be smart enough not to have them do that, but that's what happens sometimes. But over here on the left, where the hill is not in the way, oh, maybe it still is in the way. Yeah, I do end up, I realized that this was happening, and I end up moving my guys up. On the left, I have a clear shot at him. He's moving up. On his left, he brought a National Guard unit, which I'm not absolutely positive, but I'm pretty sure that's their militia unit. But if you see right here, it's heavily upgraded, so they put up a better fight than the usual. But there they are firing away on my guys, and my guys are returning fire. So I realized that the hill's in the way, and I move up. My opponent wasn't going to, so I decided that I had to. Right now we're just trading fire around the line. I didn't see this at the time, and it was my mistake when micromanaging, but he was able to charge into my skirmishers right here with his cavalry. And I didn't realize that he did that until just now when I was given the warning by this nice little man. But, yeah. So I moved my general over to my left flank to encourage my guys on the left flank. And he got really close into my guys right here, and while he is shooting back at me, it's more of a, I'm definitely winning over here on the left flank. You can just tell by the large amount of dead Frenchmen compared to the relatively few dead Prussians. But now I get really aggressive, and I just move along the line completely. Over here on the right flank, I bring over my last two cavalry units, which have been getting bombarded by this artillery, which is why they don't have as many dudes as they should. I move them over to my left flank to protect from this other cavalry, who I remind you is musket. They do have muskets.
Sir, our general is on
my opponent began to shoot my general in an attempt to kill him with his artillery, but I moved him kind of behind this hill, so it wouldn't be possible. I did rout this National Guard unit, and I began to fold up his left flank, but at the same time, my left flank, I'm folding up his right flank, I apologize, and over here I begin to fold, or he's folding up my right flank. But our cavalry going for another engagement over here. And luckily, I wasn't as surprised before when they got shot at, and I was prepared for it. But he also brings in his regular cavalry to assist his musketeers, which was smart because he wasn't going to win this engagement without them. You just saw the stars in the background. He rallied his troops because I did manage to rout a few guys just in straight line infantry combat. If you saw over here, though, his National Guard unit did come back from routing. I didn't realize at this time, but I put my line for them to shoot at extremely close to their regular. But over on my center, one of my musketeer units did rout. But at this point, I had just started to focus on routing his right flank, my left flank. To rout this area over here because I thought that's where I had the best chance. And I figured if I could just hold out here, that would be the best solution possible. I bring my unit, or my general's unit, over into the center, also by this cavalry to assist with the morale problem I've been having and try to prevent my guys from routing. Unfortunately, he didn't get there in time, and I did lose another cavalry unit, so I'm down to one cavalry unit. But he also, my opponent was really aggressive with his general, and he brought his general in here. He's somewhere in this whole mess of cavalry here. So like I said before, he did his National Guard unit, which I didn't realize at the time, did come back from rallying, so they're shooting my guys in the back right now. Here my guys are firing away. Oops, that guy just got shot, unfortunately. Meanwhile, this entire time, you see his artillery still firing upon me. I really couldn't get up there to knock it out, so I told my guys just to deal with it. And not expecting this, because I personally wouldn't do this, but he uses his general unit to come in and rout my cannon. which I wasn't too worried about simply because my cannon wasn't really helping me this game, so I decided that it was not worth trying to help out. He did bring his cavalry over though to mess with my foot guard, but my foot guard right here is my elite infantry unit, and their specialty, I mean, I don't know if it's their specialty to tell you the truth, but they're a lot better at melee than the average day troops. So luckily they'll hold out for a little while over there, and they also did just get a experience chevron, which helps all the time. So mine and his general unit went one-on-one, and we both decided we didn't want to lose our general, so we broke that engagement off. Over here on the left, I managed to rout his entire line except for this one National Guard unit, and I think that's only because he's so experienced with all those experience chevrons up there.
Our men are running.
He did manage though to rout this unit right here, which I was kind of surprised at, especially because this is a militia unit. I'm pretty sure. I may not be positive on that. Maybe. I mean, I think they're a militia unit. I mean, National Guard, last defense of the homeland, but I may be wrong. I'll check that for you guys later. Over here, our units are engaged in melee combat. This is a musketeer unit, so they do end up routing just because they're overwhelmed. Once again, my opponent brought in his general, which he was really aggressive with. I would personally never be that aggressive with my general, but he is. But my foot guard is doing a better job and is really depleting this horse unit. I'm surprised they're still around. I mean, they only have 5 units left in it, but they're stronger than my guys, I suppose. Because, I mean, they did just end up routing my foot guard. We're entering more melee combat over here with my other foot guard. My last foot guard. So luckily we should be fine. My opponent charged in with his cavalry on my general, which I was not happy about, so I retreated my general. I don't know if you remember, but I was fighting the National Guard unit over here. They finally routed, and I'm bringing over my musketeers to assist in the combat over here. So, with these 2 cavalry units, one of them being his general, his general charges into my foot guard unit, which here was why I never charged in my general unit, because I just ended up killing his general. It's actually the dead guy with the hat right there. Now you can see he's the guy with the horse, but he's right there, dead among his men. But due to the loss of his general, his units, infantry units began to rout, and now I'm routing his general to bodyguard unit. So, which ended up turning into an interesting game of cat and mouse. I had my musketeers and my foot guard, which is an elite unit, left with my general, and my opponent had his artillery pieces left. So he'll continue to fire away on my guys down there, which he has been the entire game, which was annoying. If you look down at the bar down here, the game, I mean the official game says that he's winning or has the advantage, but I don't think that'd be the case. I mean, all you have to do to approach a cannon, I mean, unless it's just flat land, then you're pretty much in trouble. But if you approach at an angle where they can't shoot at you, like if there's a ridge or something in the way, you'll usually be safe from his canister. So that's what I end up doing. I'm just going to fast forward here, because basically what this is me trying to approach his cannons. It drags out the battle a little longer, but you can see my guys marching. I didn't have them running simply because I didn't want to tire them out, like my general's unit, which is over there. They're exhausted. But we can take this time to look at all the piles of dead corpses. You can see where his line was. This is the French line, and then this was my Prussian line. It's kind of funny to look at if you ask me. But if I bother editing this, which I should, but I may just be too lazy, I'll just cut right to the results at this point. But you can see me just slowly coming to envelop him. Got the general unit up there. I got this unit coming from the left, and I got this unit coming from the right to try to use the slope to hide from the canister shot. And my opponent at this time were texting away to each other, and he basically realized that it's over, so he packs up his cannons and does the noble thing and charges right in. Which he somehow reached my guys. I don't know how all those muskets missed. But I route the unit over here. For some reason I was shooting at this guy. For some reason muskets never work against cannons. I never understood why. But I killed his 2 cannon units and that was the game. You can see that we deployed basically the same amount. I don't know if you realize this, but my name's Von Kaiser, so I'm on top there. We lost about the same, and we killed basically the same amount of troops. The only thing that decided this battle was me killing his general and the fact that he had only those artillery pieces left. But good game to my opponent, and hope to see you guys next time.